Here he is. Yeah, there we
Go
go.
on, coach. Talk to me, Unks. Talk to me. How do we sort this out?
Do you know him?
We spoke
Boss.
before. You all right?
You're
How do
right.
we sort this out, man? What's the solution, man? Give us the remedy.
Solution is
What
me. Solution for me is just stick with the manager. Hopefully, get players back. That's the solution for me. At the
So
end
you're
of the
saying
day,
wait it out.
just wait out till the summer, and the summer then make a decision then. Because I don't see a queue of managers lining up to come and take the job. Good managers. There's no point bringing in, I don't know, what's his name, Ryan Mason, to come and steady the ship till the end of the season.
Hypothetical, quickly. Sorry to cut you. I know you're in full flow, but if there was a top manager that you liked, that you felt that could come in, would you get him in? Would you get him in? Spurs 11th at the moment, and obviously, we've got the injuries how we are. But yeah, would you get him in, or would you stick?
That's not gonna. I don't think that will fix the problem with the issues we have now, because we have injuries. That's the problem. We have injuries, so bringing in a new manager, I don't know. It's going to change the system. I don't know. Players are still going to make mistakes. The last 4 games we've been playing basically on the counter. We are not even pressing. When we concede goals, we play low blocks. Today we were defending all throughout. Today, Wolves had most of the possession today. But when players don't track runners, they don't take responsibilities. That's what happens, isn't it? So,
But Tom's argument is that, and he said this earlier in the stream. He said when we played Ipswich, when we played Crystal Palace, when we played was it Brighton?
We had Romero and Van der Ven, right?
Yeah, that was his argument. So even with the fit players, we're still losing those games at home as well, especially.
Yeah, but you're gonna lose games anyway when you have your full team. You're gonna lose games. We've lost against teams that we were not supposed to lose against in the past. Going through history of Tottenham, go through any club, you're gonna lose games. But when you have your first 11 every single time playing, you're gonna win more games. So you're gonna lose games in a season. You're gonna lose a game, a couple of games to teams that you're not supposed to.
I think the question though here is it going to make that much difference though?
Yeah, but if we've got a full team out, yeah, definitely. Because we saw that last 10 games, first 10 games last season, when we have most of our full 11 playing. Because now it's been one player getting injured, another comes in, if they get injured again, there's no run of games for these players to actually get match fit. Bentancur was back today. He's got a yellow card. He's off again now. So our match fitness is different from actually you getting fit to actually to train. It's a completely different thing. So these players are not getting there. They're not playing regularly. So for them to get into rhythm of games, and
that's just Bentancur though. Like we've got 8 out of the 11 players in the team at the moment.
Yeah, but most of them they've played a lot of games as well. Most of them they play games consistently. Sarah has been in and out. They've been playing games. They play games as well. So nobody's actually really that fresh. And when the managers make changes as well, when it brings people in, they don't have the impact that you expect. That could be due to so many reasons. The team as a whole is not confident enough because we are conceding really stupid goals.
But isn't the actual freshness, isn't that down to the manager rotating the squad properly? Because
I was going to say that.
You're meant to, instead of having Kulusevski, who I think is in the red at the moment, playing every single game, whether it's on the wing or in the midfield, he hasn't had a chance to rest. Maybe play Maddison and Johnson together. Do you know what I mean? Why hasn't he done that? And you're seeing the doggy come out with a hamstring injury. It's by no coincidence.
Surprise, yeah.
It's by no surprise, sorry. So isn't it down to Ange to rotate this squad a little bit better and take care of some of his players to avoid these injuries and stop us? Because we're in a situation, let's be real, because of players like Van der Ven playing every second, Romero. I know it's a different injury, but
rushing them back.
Odderberg was playing in the Olympics, and he played a full season at Burnley, straight into Olympics, came back straight into the Spurs team, and wasn't rotated as much as he could be. And then for the first time in his career, he's picked up a hamstring injury that he's never had before.
It would have been even worse if we're in the Champions League, because he would not have been able to put any youngsters on any rotation. He would just every time try and put the best 11 out. It would have been even more stretched.
Right then. Yeah. So isn't it not down to Ange to manage it and maybe the intensity? We don't know what happens in training, I'll say that, but isn't it down to him to manage the players better?
Yeah, but I think he's trying to do that. But when players keep getting injured, or when somebody comes in gets suspended again, You know, boys, and before he plays, before he gets advice from the medical team as well, they're gonna say he's not gonna say, okay, I'm gonna play him even if the guy can't walk. You know, he's gonna get advice from the medical team, and they go, okay, you can give me 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, let me put in for 20, 25, 30 minutes. You know, so we don't have the figures, we don't have the stats, the numbers to know one way or the other. But I think he's trying. The team is just suffering from confidence. That's the way I look at it. They are not confident enough because we are not winning games. We are shedding a lot of goals as well, and we need our two centre backs fit badly. I'm not saying that's the reason why we're.
No, I hear that.
Those centre backs, it affects the way we play, the way we set up, because they start plays as well. That's what most people don't understand. Those two centre backs, they set the plays from the back as well. The way we play, so we need those two. I think Van der Ven is back next week, and Richarlison, I think so. They're back on next week training or something. So
it's Richarlison and Mikey Moore, I believe. Richarlison and Mikey Moore.
Yeah, I think I saw something whereby Ange was saying maybe Mickey might be back as well, but I'm not Mickey Van der Ven. So we need those centre backs back though. That's for me anyway. Just to even actually Gray as well. The guy is putting in everything, but he could pick up an injury anytime as well because he's played every single game for the past God knows how many weeks now. So we just for me, we just got to ride the hour and hopefully get some good results and then see where we are at the end of the season.
What did you expect Spurs to beat at home a Wolverhampton side? As Tom was saying, we had at least 8 of those players that would regularly play and start in that side. I know you said about centre backs do start the way we attack, but did you see Ange ball today? Was it slightly different?
Yeah, that's what people say. Ange is like one way, plan A. But for the past, go and watch our last 3-4 games: Chelsea, Fulham, Roma, and I can't remember another team. We after we got our goals, we sat back and we were trying to play. We were conserving energy, trying to play on the counter, but we kept losing the ball in transition. Sometimes when we go forward to go and score, we lost the ball. Players are making stupid decisions. Bissouma against Chelsea, diving in, losing the ball. Roma, nobody marking at the far post. They got an equalizer. We see all those games. We players are not, and the way I look at it, it comes down to the fact that these players, they might not be good for this system, or they don't yet understand the system, what the manager wants to, where they need to be on the pitch. It's one of those two things, and we are not a finished article yet. People think we're going to be blowing teams over now. No, it might even be more than 3 years. So we just have, for me anyway, we have to keep building the squad, signing players, and getting players in.
So you would say, even if we lost against Newcastle at home, right?
Yeah.
You would still give the manager time and say like the players need more time to adjust to the system, because you're saying 3 years is basically what they need, not.
That's when I judge. That's when I'll judge. That's when I judge the manager. Conte, all the past managers as well. That's the way I look at it. You got to give them like 3 seasons, unless you are basically, I don't know, you're bottom of the relegation zone or something like that. But you got to give managers time. You have to give them time.
I mean, whatever.
Especially at Tottenham anyway.
But Ange came out and he was the one that said, judge me in my second season. Don't judge me in my first season. Judge me in my second season. So I think, not you, obviously, you're saying third, fourth season you'll judge him, not in this season. But him putting the pressure on himself, he's now 11th. Do you think the board are thinking slightly different to how, I know how you're thinking, but do you think the board think slightly different if he doesn't get a result against Newcastle? Because I think there's one thing being 8th, there's one thing being 7th. But
12th, 13th, whatever it could be. Yeah,
we could be 12th, 13th, and then that's closer to like what you were saying, relegation. Like, where's your cut-off point? Where do you think the board's cut-off point is? Because everyone has a cut-off point.
Because I don't know what the board are thinking. Because the board, I don't know, they could decide to sack him now, bring in Ryan Mason, and we do what we normally do every single season. Anytime something goes wrong, we do what we normally do. We get a new manager or somebody to steady the ship, and then we go on to the end of the season. Then the summer, we start all over again. And then we go through this thing whereby The new manager comes in, we fly up the table. As soon as we go into a bad run, everybody starts crying into their chips. And then keep going around in circle. Are we not tired of this,
No,
man?
I know.
Me,
Yeah,
that's
true. No,
I'm done.
that's
I'm tired
definitely
of changing
true.
managers.
That's
I'm
definitely true.
of
But
changing
what
managers.
if that is true? But it's also true that Ange is just like not a good manager. Like, can't the two truths exist? That
But we've done that before. Was Mourinho not a good manager? Was Conte not a good manager? We can't keep
Conte
saying every
was,
time
yeah.
a good manager comes to Tottenham, we sack them and then we go, oh, they are not good managers. No, we for me, at the end of this season, if we don't get move up the table, or maybe I don't know, 6th, 7th, or whatever, European football, and then maybe I don't like saying we have to win a cup because I don't know, Tottenham fans come out and say, yeah, we have to win a cup. Nobody has a right to win Jack. We've not won anything in 25 years. The way the club is run, no manager is going to win anything. Let's be honest. You know, we can have a conversation about the owners. We can go and protest about the owners. That's a separate thing. But the way the club is run and the way managers are treated at this club, they will never ever succeed.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
So unless we face the reality and go, okay, let's go and get the top of the top of the tree. Let's go and fix the top. Let's go and protest every day. And we have 5 million people outside the stadium protesting against the owners to go. We are picking on the wrong people. We keep picking on managers, which for me, we are just wasting time. We are not serious.
Let me ask you this then. Do you think Ange goes like somewhere else and he wins something? Do you think
110%? We've seen that before in the past. We've seen it in the past. Mourinho did it. Every manager's done it. So, you know.
Mate, Steven Gerrard won in Scotland. Do you know what I mean? It's not, like
that's not even a question. That's not a question, man. That's,
I hear what you're saying about we shouldn't keep we're on like a hamster wheel where we keep bringing in a new manager. It lasts 18 months, we get a new one in. No, I get that, but at the same time, if you have a bad manager, you shouldn't say, oh, we need to keep him just because we're like repeating the same pattern over and over again. You still have to look at it objectively and go, is Ange doing enough to hold his job? Right now, I don't think he is, but are you still saying, but are you saying he should still keep his job just because we can't keep repeating the same patterns of the past few years, though?
For me, personally, for me, like I said to you, for me, the way I'm looking at it is like, okay, at the end of the third, when we get to the third year, I want to see improvements in terms of the squad.
Third year? You think he's going to, the third season?
You didn't hear it before. You didn't hear it.
That's what I said. I said.
The third or fourth year, I thought he said, yeah. But do you think
I said at the end of the third season.
But is he going to get one, though?
Or at the start of the third season,
right?
Yeah, you want to see that the team is playing really well. You want to see improvements. You want to see that, okay, we've got new players in, we are improving. But now, the only way we'll know if we've improved or not is at the end of the season. But by the end of the season, we see where we are. At the end of, if we finish 6th or 7th or whatever, for me, I'll still keep the manager and then we'll go again in the summer.
You'd go again. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Cool, man. I mean,
all right. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. 6 yard box.
Big up 6 yard box, man.
Yeah. Cheers,
People
man.
like you in the comments, man.